Okay, so this on lecture today is section 4.4, understanding slope of a line. Right, so today we're gonna familiarize ourselves how to plot or graph a slope on a rectangular coordinate. So objective 1, find the slope of a line from its graph. Do you guys remember in high school, your teacher asked, show you how to find the slope by this little formula, m equal rise over run, right? Rise is your y value, run is your x values. So you always go vertical first, and then you go horizontal. Usually go to the right. So the step is you locate 2 points. You locate 2 points on the line. They have to be on the line, right? Whose coordinate are integers. Don't pick fraction. You just make your life harder. Starting with the leftmost point. Starting with the leftmost point, and sketch a right triangle going from the first point to the second point. If you move down, then the rise will be negative. Right? We're gonna go vertical first, always go vertical first because it's rise over run. And then count the rise and the run on the leg of the triangle. So let's pick a point, any point you want, as long as the integer, right? I'm gonna pick this one. And then I'm gonna pick another one on the right of it, maybe this one. You can pick anything you like, as long as integer. Why? Because it's easier. So rise over run. I'm gonna start from the leftmost point. So the leftmost point on the left. And then I'm gonna run. I'm gonna do the run. I'm gonna do the rise first. So because my goal is to go to the second point. So I'm gonna go up. How many units are there? 2, right? 2. So that's you go up 2. And then you run over 1, 2, 3, 4 units to meet the second point. So m equal rise over run. In this case, it is positive. So 2 over 4, rise 2, run 4. So 1/2, which just makes sense, right? You have a positive slope. If you look from left to right, my graph is increasing. All right, eyeball in B, what do you think? It's gonna be negative slope or positive slope? Yeah, negative, right? It's decreasing from left to right. So again, pick any 2 point you like. Maybe I'll pick this one. And maybe this one. And then from the left point, we're gonna draw a right triangle. Always go vertical first. So in order to go to the second point, there's no way I can do it. I have to go down, right? I gotta go down. When you go down, it's gonna be a negative rise. So -2 there. And then you go over 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So that will be m equal rise over run. Here the rise is negative. So it'll be -1/2. 50%. 50% rate. Close to 50% of slope.
Stop.
If you have your mic on, please mute it. I can hear everything from here.
All right. What are you doing?
I'll mute it for you. All right, D. I'm gonna do D first. I'll go back to C. I'm gonna go back to C. What kind of a line is graph above? What kind of the line is graph above? Oh, say it again. No. I'm talking about the orange graph. What kind of graph is this? Horizontal, right? Hang on. Let me answer what Brooke had to ask. Brooke, how do you pick the point to use? Any point, Brooke, as long as they on the line. You can pick some, for example, somebody else can pick this one and this one. And then you draw a right triangle. At any point, as long as they on the line. And I recommend integer. Why? Because you want to make your life easier. You're welcome. So this is the Hanizano. Can someone tell me what the equation of this Hanizano graph? What's the equation of that graph? We had this problem on the exam last fall. Good, thank you, Allison. Y equal 3, right? Y equal 3. All right, now let's figure out what the slope of this Hanizano graph. So pick 2 points, any point you like, any point, as long as they on the line. It has to be on the line. And then we're gonna do the thing we call rise over run. M equal rise over run. Is there a rise? Is there a height I can go? Is there a rise? No, there's no rise, right? Well, there's rise, but there's 0 unit rise, right? There's 0 unit rise. 0 unit because there's no height. Is there a run? Can I run horizontally? Yes, right. I just cannot rise. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I run over 5 units. So 0 over 5, which is 0, right? Which is makes sense. If anything flat, they have no slope, right? It's like cross country skiing, flat, relatively flat. The slope is 0. Yes, you can do that. We're gonna do that next time. So let's go back to C. Does anyone have a question on D or A or B before I go to C? Let's go to C. This is definitely the vertical graph. What the equation of this graph? Good. X equal 3. Let's see. Maybe I'll put it up here. X equal 3. Good. I'm gonna do rise over run again. Pick 2 points. Use red like I always do. I'll pick those 2. Is there a rise over run? Is there a rise over run? Let's see. Is there a rise? Yes, right. Again, they say start from the left point, but because these 2 is kind of like on the same vertical line. So any point you choose, any left point is fine. I'm gonna choose the bottom one. You can choose the top one if you want. Okay, you just have to go down. So I'm gonna choose the bottom one. There's rise. So I'm gonna go up. 1, 2, 3. Go up 3. And then is there a run? Is there a width? No, right? So it's 0. When you divide something by 0, what do we say? Yeah, undefined, right? Remember in your middle school, the teacher got freaked out because you divide something by 0, right? So think about it. The slope is very steep, right? No right mind people would ski on this kind of slope. Maybe some crazy people, but not me. Yeah. Yeah, just not on the bottom. Let me don't write this down. Just listen to me. You don't have to write this down. Just the FYI. If I have 6 divided by 2, which is equal to 3, and this is okay because why? If I take 2 times 3, give me back what? 6, right? If I have 0 divided by 2, which is equal to 0, because if I take 2 times 0, give me back 0. Try this. If I take 2 divided by 0 equal, what number times 0 give you back 2? None, right? So undefined. So anything 0 on the bottom is bad news. So are we okay on objective 1, rise over run? Yeah. Okay, this is like review. This is like review stuff. So the objective one, that's like an eyeballing test. You basically just eyeballing and drawing on the graph. But on objective 2, we're going to use algebra. Right? So here is a definition of the slope of a line. The slope of a non-vertical line, it has to be non-vertical, otherwise no slope. Passing through the 2 points, x1, y1, and x2, y2. I'm gonna highlight in black here, x1, y1, and x2, y2. Is the number m, they denoted a slope as m, is equal to y2 minus y1, and x2 minus x over x2 minus x1. So the difference of y over the difference of x. In difference of y, that's your rise. In difference of x, that's your run. X1 cannot be equal to x2. Why is that? Why x1 cannot be equal to x2? What happened when they equal? Yeah, it's on the bottom, right? That's why you have to have that condition. Okay, so let's go into some problems here. They give you 2 points, and now they ask you to find the slope using the formula. So I have m equal, for the y1 minus y2, instead of the letter, I'm going to put the parentheses. So parenthesis minus parenthesis divided by parenthesis minus parenthesis. And if I was you, I'm going to label it. Label it. Otherwise, you're going to eyeball the wrong number. Trust me, I do it all the time, especially when you do fast. So y2 minus y1. Y2 is 2. Y1 is x2, x1. And then you simplify. 2 minus 3 is -1. -4 minus 1 is -5. So positive 1/5. Let's check with the slope thing. 1, 3. 1, 3. Where's 1, 3? Go right 1, go up 3 right here. That's 1, 3. And then -4, 2. -4, 1, 2, 4, and then go up 2 right here. I'm gonna check if the slope is indeed 1/5. Do you guys remember how you do? You do what first? You do what first? You rise first, right? In this case, we rise up. How many units? 1. And you go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. So the slope is 1/5. Check, right? So basically, you do your math with algebra, and then you check again with the picture by doing rise over run. -4, 3, and then -3, -4. -4, 3. -4, 3 is, let me do the formula first. M equal parenthesis minus parenthesis divided by parenthesis minus parenthesis. Label x1, y1, x2, y2. Y2 is -4. Y1 is 3. Oops, I'm so sorry. X2 is -3, and x1 is -4. See, that's why when the parenthesis is being useful, right? You don't lose a negative. Sometimes people forget, they lose a negative. What the tops equal? Bottom. One. Right? Leave it like that. Because we're gonna check with the rise over run, so I'm gonna leave it as fraction. All right, check it yourself. Don't wait for me. Check it yourself. Plot the 2 points and then do the rise over run. So -4, 3. That's the first one. -4, 3. Go left 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go up 3. Right here. -4, 3. And then -3, -4, so it's gonna be in third quadrant. -3, -4. And then you always do the vertical first. So rise first, rise. How many units are there? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my bad, my bad. Remember, we have to start from the what? The left point. So the left point is -4, 3, right? The one of that, my bad. So we go down -7 unit, and then go over 1 unit. So -7 over 1. Check. I want you to do C on your own. People, and then I walk around, check on you. Tiana, thank you, Tiana. People from home, please do problem C and then put your answer in the chat privately. Okay. Let me see what people in the chat. See what you get. Whoa, wow, good. Thank you. Sarah, good. Rachel, good. Tiana, good. Joe, good. Sade, Gofran, Caitlin, Trinity. Very good. Thank you so much for people who put your answer in the chat. By the way, when you guys have something like that you can simplify, you go ahead and simplify. Okay? I know this problem, when you check, it's gonna give you -510, but on the exam, I want you to simplify it. So 6 comma -3. You know, let me do the formula first. M equal parenthesis minus parenthesis over parenthesis minus parenthesis. Label them. I suggest you do label them. I walk around and see several people because they didn't label, the eyeball wrong. So y2 is 2, y1 is -3, x2 is -4, and then x1 is 6. So the top I have -5, the bottom is I'm sorry, the top is +5, my bad. The top is +5, the bottom is -10, so that will be -half. Let's check. 6 and -3. Go right 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and -3. Right here, 6 comma -3, and then -4, 2. Go left 4, go up 2, -4 comma 2. All right, and then you go start from the left point. Go down, right? Let's see how many units I'll go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, -5, right? And then you go over to the right to make a right triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 units to the right. So that'll be -510, yeah, or -half. Yay. Check. Okay. Let me try one. See, what do I give you? No, not -8. 8 comma -8 and 1 comma -4. Make sure you label. Do the parentheses too, so you don't lose a negative. Once you're done, check with the rise of a run before you enter your final answer in Moodle. Match. All right, now is the reverse engineer. Now they don't want you to find the slope anymore. They're gonna give you the slope and a point, and they want you to draw the graph. Right. So let me demonstrate you with the first problem. So the point is 2, -1. Plot it down, 2, -1. Go right 2, go down 1. Right there, 2, -1. And the slope is what? -3/2. So what does that mean? You rise how many units? You rise 3 units down, right? That's negative. And then run to the right. Let's always run to the right. How's that? Go to the right. And all you have to worry about is either you rise up or down. All right. And now let's from remember when you do the slope, what do you do? From the left point, you draw a right triangle, right? So from the left point, so I'm gonna treat the red one as a left point. So from that red point, I'm gonna do 3 units down. 3 units down. So it'll be -3 there. And then 2 units to the right, run 2. So that's the new point right there. What is that point right there? Bless you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 unit, 4, and then down 1, 4, -4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4, -4. So the second point on the line is 4, -4. And then you draw a line. All right. Mm-hmm. Oh, you count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, -4. Okay. You just count. Okay. After you've done the slope, right? After you've done the slope. So you rise down 3, run over right 2, get you that new blue point, and that new blue point is 4, -4. All right, now they want another point. They want the third point. Now you can eyeball it, but sometimes you can eyeball it wrong. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eyeball it first, but I'm gonna make sure that what my slope is from any pair that I picked on the line, it has to be what? -3/2, right? So I'm gonna double it. What's the double of -3/2? Just double it. It's gonna be, let's double it. It's gonna be -6/4, yeah? Because what, when you reduce it, what gets you back? What, -3/2, right? So let's go. Let's go -6/4. So I mean you rise down 6. Any point really. So from the red point again, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go down instead of -3, I'm gonna go down -6. You know, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna do dash line -6, and then you go over how many here? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that new point is right here. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on the x-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the -7 on the y-axis. So is the reason I'm doing this because ensure you always get the correct one. You always get the correct point. Because if you eyeball it, you might eyeball it wrong because you didn't graph very well. It's lobby graph. Yeah. You always double it. Always. You always double. Yeah. This is or you can triple it, but then too many units. I run out of paper here. Do you have any question on 3A? I'm taking time with you because today's lecture is not too bad. All right, let's do one more example. Maybe you get a better picture. We'll do one more example. So same thing, they give you a point and a slope. The point is -4, 0. This is plotted out. What's -4, 0 called again? Do you remember? I keep asking you this. What's -4, 0? Yeah, the x-intercept. And then the slope is 1/3. So what does that mean? You rise 1 unit, up or down? Up, and then run 3 to the right. Always run to the right, so you don't have to remember much. Okay, so from the red point, I'm gonna go up 1, and then go over to the right 3. Right there. So that's the point right there. I stop right there, so I'm gonna make a little blue dot. And then you have to label the blue dot, which is -1, 1. So the blue dot is -1, 1. That's my second point on the line. I'll leave you a little time to copy that down. You done? You can graph, you connect the 2 dots. Again, I want the third point. What do? I'm gonna double that slope. So it's gonna be what? If you might multiply both top and bottom by 2, think of it like multiply everybody by 2. So it'll be what? 2, yeah, 2 over 6.
So when it comes to problems like this,
If they ask you for the actual point. If they don't ask you, don't bother doing it.
okay.
So 2 over 6 now. So from the red point, I'm gonna go up 2, go over 6. Go up 2, up, go over 6. So that's up 2 over 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. Over 6. So what's the new point there? If you eyeball from the 0, 0, what's that? Is someone tell me what's the point here? Yeah, 2, 2. So that you never get it wrong. Because I don't know about you, but when I draw something, it's not very exact. Yeah. You start from the original point. No, rise first. Always rise first. The rise on the top. Say rise over run. Yeah, always rise first. Good question. So that's why people get it wrong. Sometimes they do rise first, sometimes they do run first, but always rise come first. All right, C. I'm gonna let you do D on your own, but let's do C together. one last one for this section. Not quite, but together. -4, -3, that will be quadrant third. -4, so go left 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, go down 3, 1, 2, 3. I have to be careful because sometimes I eyeball it wrong. -4, comma, -3. And then from there, the slope, instead of 4, can I put 4 over 1? Yeah, so that'll be rise over run. So you rise how many units? 4 units up, and then run 1 unit to the right, right? It doesn't mean 0, right? You see nothing, it does not mean 0. If it's 0, then it will be undefined. So rise 4. So from the red point, I'm gonna rise 4 unit. Oops, I wanted blue. Right there. And then runs 1. 4 and 1. So that's my, I'm gonna, where I stop, that's my new point. That's my second point. And then connect the dot. Someone pick me the third point. You guys have a third point yet? Good. Let's see. The second point. Let's see. The second point is -3, 1. So that one right there is -3, comma 1. -3, comma 1. And the third point, what do you say again? -2, comma 5. Let's see where -2, comma 5. -2, go left 2, go down 5. I'm sorry, go up 5. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, look like it's on the graph, but let's check. Okay, how do you do that? How do you do it? You double it? Is you double a over 2? Is it all right? A over 2, you double it. So let me rise 8. So from the red point, you rise 8 unit. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then go over 2. Right? So yeah. So rise 8. And you go over 2. So 8 over 2. So yeah, that's point right there. What is that? -2, 5. Good. See, that way you always guarantee you got the correct point. Personally, I will never ask you for the third point. It's just tedious. I don't think they're gonna do. I'm not sure they do that on the exam or not. I'll remind you. All right, D. I want you to do D on your own. I'll walk around, see how you do. If it's slope equals 0? What kind of graph you have in mind? Huh? One more time. Horizontal, right? If it's horizontal. So I recommend for the 0 slope, make sure you have a denominator. Any number you want, any number, because 0 divided by any number is going to be 0 anyway. So pick any number for the bottom you like. Do rise over. If you can see it, you don't have to do the slope. You can just draw the. I'll show you how.
Yeah, you put the equation at the line. What's the equation called? So from here, two, so, 3, 2, start from 3, where 3, 2. Start from that point. And then start going like that.
Thank you, Joe. That would be extreme. Yeah, as long as x can be anything, right? As long y is always 2, that's fine. What about other people? All right, so slope 0 mean is the horizontal line. Now, that means you divide any number you like and it's still 0, right? So I'm gonna pick number 3. Some people pick, most people pick 2, 1. Some people pick 2, any number you like, even pi if you want to. But we're gonna agree, we're gonna stick with integer. So this mean what? Rise how many units? And then run 3, right? Any number you pick, that will be your run. So from 3, 2, you always start with your point 3, 2, right 3, down up to right here. And then you rise 0. Would that mean what? The 0 height, right? So you're gonna stay where you are, and then you go over 3 units. So when you stop, that's your new blue point right there. What is that point? It's gonna be, what is that? 0, 2, right? 0, 2, and then you connect the to that. And then you pick another one. If you want to do tradition, you can pick, maybe it's easy now, you can eyeball, 'cause it's just a straight line, horizontal straight line. But if you can double it. So 0 times 2 is 0, 2 times 3 is 6. That means 0, 6. So from that red one, the height is still 0, so there's no height, but the width now is 6. So it's right here. This is gonna be 0, negative 3, comma 2. Or any point you can eyeball it and pick. Everybody have a different points. Okay, it's okay if your answer is different than mine, as long as your graph is the same. So this, what the equation of this graph? What's the equation of this graph? Y equal 2. And I'll tell you how you spot the y equal 2. Look at those. Let me highlight something for you. And maybe in red. Wow. Look at the number I highlight. They all have what? The 2, 2, 2 everywhere, right? It actually is different, but so that's how you figure it out. Is y equal 2. You know, just like a quick way. You try 2. You try 2. 2 over 5. Thank you, Sade. Thank you, Allison. Just follow my steps. Just do what you do. You start from the original. The original will be -3, -1, and then you count. Let me continue. Objective 4. Objective 4 will be solving the slope application. You're gonna have one like this or two like this on the exam, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so number 4. Number 4 is just like I'm mostly eyeballing example. The slope of a roof shown to the right is measured with 12-inch level and a ruler. What is the slope of this roof? So what they meant is this right here is 12 inches. What is the rise? Should we do 7 or 8? 7 or 8? I don't know. I'm saying 8, right? 8, yeah. Let's do 8. Okay, you know the formula, rise over run. So M equal rise over run. Rise is 8 inches. Run is 12 inches, which is, if you simplify, that will be 2/3. You know what? My bad. There's no inch. The inch and divided by the inch is gone. Bad, bad, bad. Right, number 5, a local road has a grade of 6%. If you guys noticed on the freeway sometimes, especially when you travel across the state, do you see like grade, like 5, 10, stuff like that? Well, now you notice. That's what this means right here, the slope. That's what they meant by slope. When we talk about freeway, the slope is gonna be represented in percentage. So whenever I ask you what is the grade of this row, you're gonna find the slope, but then you convert it into percentage. Okay, kind of like rate. So a local row has a grade of 6%. Find the slope of a row as a fraction, and simplify. So the gray means slope, same thing, it's different vocabulary. Instead of 6%, can I rewrite? How do I rewrite it in fraction? 6, yeah, 6 over 100. Simplify it. Simplify it. 3 over 50. Thank you. So, according to that fraction right there, problem B, they ask you what rise and run would reflect the slope or grade. So rise is 3, right? Then run is 50. Rise over run. That's it. Do you have any question on number 5? Only there if they ask you to change into, if they ask you to have to find the slope, but then they ask you extra questions like change it into grade, that's what they meant. So you could have, like, I'll give you number 6. It's kind of like that. Number 6, a local road rises 2 feet for every 50 feet of highway. What is the slope of the highway? So M equal, it's a rise 2 feet for every 50 feet. Yeah, rise 2 over run is 50. Simplify this for me, that will be 1 over, which is, you do decimal. The reason I'm doing decimal because I look at problem B, what they asking. Right, percentage. Right? So you take 1 divided by 25, what you have? 1 divided by 25. Yes. So this actually is equal to, it's not even approximate. 0.04. What is the grade of this freeway? So when they're asking for grade, yeah, it means, yeah, you're right, mean change to percentage. So 0M equals 0.04, which is 4%. So on the exam, last fall, it was like this. They ask you for the slope or whatever, and then the second question they ask for the grade, all they want you to do is change it into percentage. Do you have any question on number 6? Let me do number 7. And I can give you try. A sewer pipe going from your house to the street must slope down 1/4 inch per foot in order to provide proper drainage. What is the required slope? What do you notice about this problem? Hence, units. How many units are there? 2. I have inch and I have foot. It has to be the same unit. So we have a problem. Let's convert everything to inch. So 1/4 inch per foot. 1 foot is 12 inch. 1 foot equals 12 inches. inches. Okay, so let's do this. M equal rise over run. How many inch do I rise here? Look down 4 inch per 12 inches. So it means what's my rise here? Yeah, very good. Negative 0.24. I'm sorry, 0.25, a quarter. You can leave it at 1/4 you want. I just like to change it into a quarter. Divided by the rise, I'm sorry, the run will be 12 inches. What do you have? 0.25 divided by 12. Actually, you know, hang on, let me give you a 1/4 divided by 12 like this. Negative 1/4 divided by 12/1, which is negative 1/4 times 1/12, which is negative what? What's 4 now times 12? 48. I don't know, they're asking for grade. Do they asking for the grade? No, okay, so just leave it like that. If they don't ask for grade, then leave it as fraction. Don't make it into decimals. All right, you try 3. 13. The slope of a roof is 1/3. Show how many inches does a roof rise in a 13-foot run. Let me highlight something for you. And they're asking for inches. So convert everything from foot to inches. This one is slightly different than the one I did above. What's the difference? I'm going to give you some hint because you're going to make this wrong. What is this? 1/3 represent? What is 1/3 represent? Of course, you have to change it into what you have. How many does it rise a 13-foot run? This number 13. Literally telling you the answer. You make sure you change the 13 into inches. No. 1/3 is your slope. They're asking for the rise. Yeah, that's okay. Once you're done, you can leave. Have a good one and see you later.